Chris here from Friendly Frenzy Games. Today we're going to be tackling again another tape to tape Act 1 run. Still haven't made it all the way through Act 2 yet, so hopefully with this fresh start we can get into it and get past it, but we'll see how far we can get. We'll pick up where we left off in our last video. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, check it out. It is up on YouTube. We posted it, I believe it was yesterday. Otherwise, you can pick up kind of from where we are here today. You didn't really miss too much. We had 2 failed runs in Act 1, but it was the first one that we've played with the new patch notes, and we kind of used some skills that we don't typically use, kind of going for a more checking style setup and not having a double Tomahawk. So we'll see what we get for us going on today. Let's see if we have any rubber that we can spend. We do have 20. Pop into attributes here and see if it makes sense to upgrade anything for Angus here. We can go ahead and spend 15 on more accuracy, so he would have 38, or we can drop 10 to give him another 7 shot power, so he would have 36. Don't really care too much about the checking. If we're gonna get any of it, I'm fine with just getting it through power-ups and stuff right now, because it's not my typical kind of way of playing, because I missed so many, and that's why I really like the Tomahawk. Just to see if there's any other place that we could be spending these points. We do have a couple superstars here. We could realistically buy 2 of them, but you can only have 2 superstars active at a time, and you can't switch Angus out, so really you can only have 1 superstar. And you can see that these guys don't come preloaded with talents. They do have abilities, but the talents are super helpful, and they all have, with the exception of Cam Amber, they all have a lower overall than our main man here, Rory McShaggy, so I'm gonna save rubber for now, and if anything, we can quickly pop into skills and just see what we have here. Yeah, so anything that we don't have at this point is gonna cost us at a minimum 25. I mentioned in the last video that the gas one seemed really kind of not my style. I've only seen it used in the one game against the princesses in Act 2. I believe that was in our 3rd video. Haven't seen the disco dance. Spread the disco fever to nearby opponents, so I'm not exactly sure what that means, but that sounds like that could be beneficial. Magnet too, I don't know exactly how that works, but that seems kind of interesting also. I wonder kind of the complexity of this magnet, or really what that means for the stick or the puck kind of sticking to you, but again, that's 35. We can't really do anything with that yet. I think at this point I would probably be best served to just kind of keep pumping Angus while we can. I'm going to, because I slap shot so much, I think what I'm going to do is give him some shot power. We boosted accuracy at the beginning of our runs last video, so I think I'm going to spend 10. We'll give him some shot power here, and you can see now we have shot power 36. He's pretty balanced for the most part. I did go pretty speed heavy because, again, I said in one of our earlier videos that speed definitely feels like the biggest thing that's kind of lacking, and it is a controllable, so you have the ability to kind of upgrade that. So you can see we already have level 3 into that. The next upgrade's pretty expensive, and it's really only gonna give him 5 points, so you can start trying to make these parts a little more even here, with the exception of checking, because again, I don't really care too much. But we have 10 rubber left over. We can use that as a solid kind of starting point. But 47 speed, 35 checking, 36 shot power, and 30 accuracy, I'm pretty stoked on. That gives us a good base, especially when you start adding in or factoring in the camps for resting and training too. So we'll go ahead and let's start our new Act 1 playthrough. So these here, we are picking our ability for Angus here, and I tried dash last time. It's not bad. I think I'm honestly just not used to using it. I'll give it another go, just because I know I'm gonna pick Angus again and he has Tomahawk, or sorry, I know I'm gonna pick Rory again and he has Tomahawk, so I've really enjoyed doubling down on the Tomahawk again, just to give us that more of a reach when we're playing in like a defensive position. But I'm gonna use dash again. We'll give it another try and see how it works here. Again, I'm hoping that it's just because it's something that I'm not used to. These guys, they still don't really compare to Rory McShaggy for me. just because he is the most balanced. Kelly Jelly, really good speed, really good accuracy, but there's no shot power, so she's really only good for wristers, which, I mean, is awesome too, especially with her ability. You can kind of pull the goalie out of position pretty easily sometimes if you use it at like the right spot on the ice. Otherwise you end up kind of in too tight or past the net. I don't really mess with Calvin Dort at all. He's kind of balanced too. Honestly, he probably wouldn't be a bad option because, again, I don't really check all that much, and his yo-yo like skill ability isn't one that I've used all that often, but it does give you a way to kind of stiffly deke a little bit. But I really am enjoying Rory McShaggy, and like I said, he's great for offense and defense, just even because of his Tomahawk ability. You can see we got kind of a crappy draw on our bench people, so it'll be a main point of contention here trying to upgrade them, especially Maurice with 10 speed is going to be a killer for us. I'm not so worried about Mark's checking. Charlotte Chapsticks, her accuracy is kind of crappy, so hopefully she's not our winger, but we'll have to see how the rest of our run plays out. So as we can see here, we used Broken Alarm basically by accident last time at the beginning of our first run. It's kind of sweet if you're going for a checking mentality because it doubles the amount of time that players stay down on the ice after they've been knocked down, but that's going to apply to the other team and ours. Not all that beneficial, really, that I found, not yet anyways, because again, I'm not really a checker. It's kind of cool for the Tomahawk, but again, if the Tomahawk doesn't knock them down, it's kind of a missed opportunity. Winning every face-off, I haven't seen this one yet. That's actually really cool too, because it really does help to start with possession in this game, and I haven't really found an easy way to win face-offs, with the exception of almost not trying for them, and then it's kind of a 50-50. I feel like every time I do try, I lose it, but I'm going to go with Fossilized Star again because it is a permanent bench warmer upgrade, all of them. So we're going to get 3 players just with this one here getting 20 speed. And speed is so important, especially early in the game here, especially early in the act. So we're going to go ahead. We've got Fossilized Star on here now. And as always, the route doesn't change. We're going to start on our challenge against the Spartans and just try and get the first and only goal to unlock our talent and set up the rest of our run here. So we'll see how we make out. Hopefully everybody is doing well today. Thank you very much for stopping by and tuning in. We're stoked as always to have you here checking this one out. If you like what you see, drop a like, drop a comment, hit the subscribe button. We've got many more tape to tape videos and other content coming for many other games that you are likely playing or considering, and we can just keep ripping this game now. 2 solid shots. Got really lucky that they rang off the bar on their shot. I'm gonna try and use dash to get me out of the pinch here, but it didn't work. Had a really good shot there, screwed them up a little bit. Getting some pretty good shots, missed that check. I gotta remember that we don't have Tomahawk on Angus right now. Almost let that one in, that would have sucked to be down a talent early. Good shot from Rory, but not enough to actually score. Angus wants to fight me here for the puck. Quick pass over to Rory. Give him a chance to rip it again. Goalie's seeming to be pretty good on his glove side right now. Just gonna see if we can do anything special to kind of switch that up and get a different look on that there. Wasn't expecting to get that puck through. Nice little wrist shot from Angus. I think, again, I don't remember what his accuracy was. I know we kind of increased that at the beginning of our run last time. But the shot power definitely helped us a little bit there. Would have helped more so on like a slap shot or something, but I will definitely take that right now. So let's see what we get for a talent. Eager to see kind of what this is going to throw at us so we can kind of start planning our run this time to get to Act 2. Hopefully we can actually get it there today, but we'll see what we get. So another 3 rubber, we're up to 13. That's a good start for when we conclude this run. Obviously, we obliterated them in this first kind of matchup here, 12-1 time on attack, an extra couple of seconds there, and a little higher pass percent. So already with this, there are two talents that, again, with as much as I've played this game, still haven't seen. So I haven't seen Trick Shot, and I have not seen Ball Chaser. And then Intimidator, we have had a chance to use, but it was almost by fluke. It was given to us by an event. So Trick Shot, shots move up and down. I have absolutely no idea what that means. And Ball Chaser, always chase the puck no matter what. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Intimidator, I like the idea of nearby opponents having lower shot accuracy. My issue with this the last time was that like it's kind of hard to tell what the proximity is, how near you have to be to them to really know whether or not this is affecting them. But I think it would be a little bit more obvious and also a little bit more beneficial to use this over the other two. I might try Ball Chaser if we have it again against some other talents that I don't feel like are really all that beneficial to how I play, but we're going to go ahead and pick Intimidator. I'm going to put it on a defenseman right now just because hopefully they're going to be a little closer to our net, and really I don't care if our forwards have it, because if their defensemen or their wingers or whatever who are protecting their net don't have accuracy, I don't really care. But ideally, in an ideal world, our defensemen would be near our goalie, and their players, when they're going in to shoot, would be affected by this stat here. So I'm going to go for a quicker defenseman just because he's likely going to get to the opponent a little quicker than our person with 30 speed here. So we'll go ahead, slap it on Jerky, and we can see what we got going on. So right now I can chance getting basically a talent that is going to help or hurt. At the same time, it can affect overalls. I think what I want to do, I could play it safe by going to the camp, but let's chance it and do an event. Okay, interesting. So with this one, Charlotte Chapstick, we can choose to make her bigger, so she'll get 30 checking minus 10 speed, or she can become smaller, she'll get minus 10 checking and 25 speed. So what is her speed right now? Charlotte Chapstick, she's 45, but her accuracy is terrible, and she ended up being our winger. So I see. I would much rather at this point then have more speed for her if she's going to be our winger. I don't need her to check, so we will make her smaller. She will have 35 checking then, but she will increase her speed by 25. So we will take that. And just like that, we're into our first elite game. It just so happens that we've drawn the meatballs again, and as per usual, it's a 2-period game where all we need to do is come out on top here with the most goals. So let's see what this one has in store for us. Charlotte Chapstick, you can already notice the speed boost on her, which again, speed is super beneficial, especially early in the act, just to be able to kind of scramble on these loose pucks and get some ice, to be able to get a chance. Obviously her having some better accuracy would be super nice too. Rory McShaggy, ripping short side top shelf. He does what he does. This guy's amazing, I'm telling you. Super sweet to be able to kind of pump him out too. I don't know if we would have any chance if an event came and like stripped him of an ability or started taking away some of his overall. So I think the next time we get kind of paired with one of those forks in the road, I'm going to do a camp and just see if we can keep pumping his stats. We'll have to see. We'll have to see kind of how ballsy we're feeling then. But getting some good passes, getting some good shots right now. Tried to drive basically the same shot there with Rory, but that didn't really work. These meatballs always seem to have somebody cherry picking the net. They always have somebody on the other side of our blue line, and then they can spring them just with like a high and lobbed pass, basically. I don't know how that stayed out. There was an unreal pass from Rory McShaggy. Just a big slapper from Angus there, and it just rang every post there. It was a good shot to kill that guy, but it was way far and wide. That kind of sucks. I don't know how Rory McShaggy got that shot in from such an angle. But again, top corner, short side. Nice little pass here from Charlotte Chapstick. That is very tight. Almost went in off the goalie's back or his shoulder. Doesn't matter how it goes in, as long as it goes in, we'll take them. It's been a little while since we actually pumped, since we actually had kind of like a speed preset, so, or a team setup, I guess. It's probably like, I want to say maybe our first and second runs. So it's kind of nice to be able to have it balanced out a little bit with Tomahawk here. I got to remember still, too, to use Angus's dash, because I never remember. Again, here we go, Rory McShaggy or Connor McDavid. I'm honestly not quite sure, but he's putting on a clinic in this game early. And he hasn't even really had to throw a Tomahawk at all. He's just kind of in perfect position, taking these passes and just ripping these shots. Here we go, almost a fourth, just clanged it off the bar there a little bit. Getting the lane here. Tried to help our goalie out a little bit, but that one almost took a bad bounce in the net, but we're still good. You can see Charlotte is maybe a little smaller. It's hard to say. She doesn't really look all that much smaller than I thought. I actually thought we shot way more than they did. A little bit more time on attack. Pass percentage is way higher than theirs, but only 3 more shots. It's pretty good considering we've converted on 3 goals on those 8 shots. See what the second period's got in store for us. See if we can clutch a win here real quick. Be interesting to see too, because I don't remember if the mercy rule is 4 goals or 5 goals, so we can see if we can get this mercy rule. Rory McShaggy, doesn't matter. This guy just claps one time. He'll clap slap shots. He'll flick in some wristers. This guy, I'm telling you, does it all. Balance is honestly, I feel like, really key in this game so far. You might, maybe towards the second act, when the other teams start using their power-ups a lot more, you might need to kind of become a little bit more specialized, but I really feel like kind of trying to strike some sort of early balance in Act 1 really helps you navigate through the ranks a lot quicker. So you can see we tripped the mercy rule on this one. Only 11 shots to their 5, and we converted 4 goals. 4-0, obviously. So we tripped that mercy rule. We know now that the mercy rule is a 4-goal kind of differential here. This is very interesting because none of these I'm super stoked on, and I have not seen the random skill one before, I don't believe. Just to go through these other ones here, again, we had Growing Anger the last time. I never used it just because, again, I'm not 100% sold on the idea of having to win a game for only a 5 overall, even though it is a permanent skill or a permanent stat boost. I like the idea, but I don't like that it's attached to a winning parameter. Just because honestly, the way that this game works is like you're supposed to progressively get better. So I mean, it would help, I guess, in a sense, but at the same time, like you're not supposed to be able to just rip through all 3 acts and collectively get better all in one run. So I'd rather something that's going to be a little bit more concrete. Puck Puncher, that's really cool, but I don't feel like I've been knocked down or knocked out all that much yet. So I mean, for my guys to be able to stay down long enough, if they are knocked down, and then be able to get the kind of goal on their, or the puck on their glove there, I'm not too convinced that would help. I don't know if I like the idea of random skill. I don't know if it tells you what skill you're going to get. I don't know if the skills can harm or help you. If you can get kind of, if it would be kind of one or the other, or how this works, but we will chance it as much as that kind of scares me a little bit. We will go, oh, it's only a temporary random skill at the start of each game, so that's not so bad. It's not like if it is a bad one that we have to play with it the whole time. I'm not sure with this if it really matters who we put it on, so we will go ahead, I guess, and pump McShaggy just because, again, I don't think it really matters. With this one, we can go through and do another event, or we can do a challenge. I'm going to do a challenge this time. I wish it was an option between a camp, because I would love to keep pumping my bench warmers right now, but we'll do a challenge just because, again, I want some control over the talents that our team is going to be able to utilize. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so now I know that it temporarily overwrites what we have on Angus at the start of every game. I don't mind that because, again, I find I'm not using dash all that often yet because I honestly keep forgetting that it's there, and this kind of gives me an opportunity to try some abilities that I wouldn't necessarily pick. So as you can see here, Angus has the yo-yo, and I don't know if I've shown you guys kind of how that works. I might not get a chance. Mark Jerky has other plans for this game. He wants to escape and help his team out a little bit here, so let's see what we can get from completing this challenge. Nice little slapper from the top of the circle. The D-man coming in clutch here. So we beat this challenge. It only takes us 30 seconds, and we get 3 rubbers. So we're up over the 20 mark again, which is awesome because that means the next time we go through and restart our run, we will have the opportunity to either increase accuracy or shot power at level 2. You see 2 shots, 1 goal, all we needed to wrap this one up. Very cool because honestly there is a lot of different talents in this game. If you guys have watched any of the videos prior to, you would notice that we have not seen power transfer yet and we have not seen cannon arm. I'm reading this one here now, and again we get 5 shot power, which is awesome, but again it's tied to winning a game, so I don't like that immediately. Mega deflect, it's really cool. I used it on Angus one time and that was pretty sweet, but I'm liking this just because we're trying to play a quick game this time. The idea of passes getting a shot power boost, I guess it's not really speed, I read it as a speed boost first, but if we're getting a shot power boost, because I like to just clap bombs from the blue line, this seems amazing to me. I love a quick little breakout pass and just shoot it from the blue. So we're going to try this. If this is going to give us a shot power boost, I want to pump who has the best accuracy. We're going to get a 40 shot power boost. Rory McShaggy has, we gotta pump him even more, I think. McShaggy or Angus would be awesome too, but honestly I need somebody who's going to be able to kind of direct this puck with all of this power, and Rory far and away has our highest accuracy on the team here. So okay, so I'm reading this a little differently right now. So your passes grant a temporary 40 shot power boost. So you like this, who we put this skill on doesn't necessarily get the 40 shot power bonus. It's whoever that person passes to would get it. So I don't know who I find I'm passing the most with, to be honest. I'm gonna try and put it on a defenseman here because I feel like a lot of the times with my breakout passes, they're coming from D-men and springing somebody up front. So let's again keep pumping Jerky because he's the quickest defender. I'm hoping that that'll mean I'm getting more pucks with him in our end to be able to spring our forwards, and that'll get them some shot power. So we're pumping into our second elite game against Greasy Lettuce. This isn't a team that we typically play all that often, so kind of cool to switch that up a little bit. It's again just a 2-period game where we're trying to come out with the most goals, and if we win, we will get to pick another talent. If we lose, we are back to the start, and this dream run so far comes to an end. Feeling pretty good about the team that we've got together here right now. I don't like that we have the yo-yo as the starting ability on Angus, but again, if I get a chance to show you how it works, it's probably just something that I need to spend a little bit more time with to figure out how it's going to get us some space. You can see here that the players glow green when they have that shot power bonus. That's super helpful to know. I'll have to pay attention to what number that our defender is that's cranking those passes. I want to say it's number 8, but not 100%. Show you really quickly. You can see that it almost puts like the puck on a string there, but again it goes out in a straight line, so it's kind of limiting in terms of what you can do with it. And it can still go out to like their team. It's not like it's a puck that can't be picked off. So it's designed to give you more control, but it almost takes some away because obviously it's not on your stick. So it's Like I said, if I spent some time with it to really kind of figure out how it worked, it would probably be okay, but there's, wow, a lot more that I know I like and that I've gotten a chance to spend, gotten a chance to spend some time with. I ended up passing that one right in. I don't know if that was my goalie who passed it backwards or if he passed it out to our defender and I passed it through his legs, but something got really messed up there. Yeah, that was my bad on all fronts there. I owe the goalie a beer on this one. Got to get this one back for him. Not sure how long, like that random skill was only supposed to be temporary at the beginning of the game. We're almost through the entire first period, so it's starting to look like maybe it's just the first period that it stays. I'm hoping that it's not longer because I would really like the dash back. Flatten a couple of these guys here. This guy's got good checking somehow, so that's kind of nice. Spring Rory here. See if he can clutch one for us. He does not. Good stick toss there. Flatten this blonde guy. Wow, that was a good ringer there. Okay, so we got one period to shut these guys down. Again, I'm really hoping that Angus gets his dash back. We outshot them 9-6. Again, obviously their goal came off a big oops by me. Looks like Angus still has the yo-yo, so I'm not super down for that. But it is what it is. We are getting crunched out here. Every time I hit my pass button, I keep switching to somebody who I don't want. That sucks. Get pulled out of position there, trying to go for a check that I missed. Rory had some crazy shot power. That was awesome. But good goalie save. Sucks at the same time because of how far it went around the boards. See if we can spring Rory for another goal. No. Oh, that would have been a good shot. Their guy got in the way though, but it would have been a good shot. Angus wanted that one big time too. Had a lot of good shots this period. Had some chances, but just not enough to seal the deal. See if we can get Rory in on this. Nope. Well saved by their goalie. Seem to get past their defenders all the time. That one sucks. That one hurts. I honestly felt really good about this setup, but all of a sudden we're down 2-0. We got 20 seconds maybe? Yeah, not all that much. Not to say it can't happen, but unlikely at this point. Wow. That is not how I was expecting this one to go. We had a good couple of shot blocks. We had some good chances there, honestly. I felt like we were shooting pretty well. We had them pretty buried in their corner. Again, it's a lot closer than I was expecting. Even time on attack, passes were, I mean, way better on our end. Had a couple more hits. We only ended up getting 2 more shots. We unlocked the grappling hook skill. I don't know what this one's about. It allows you to get a grip on the opposing players. That could be something super sweet. I wonder how much that's going to end up costing us. Just like that, after our first 20 minutes, our first run is over. That did not take long at all. I'm very surprised because I felt really pretty good about those guys. I really did. Attributes, so we can upgrade those with 15, but I'm curious to see how much the grappling hook costs. Okay, so it's 35. So we're a bit off that yet. So I'm just going to worry about getting some more, I think, accuracy. Yeah. No. We'll go shot power. That's awesome. So we have level 2 shot power. We need another 15. Or we need a total of 15 to bump his accuracy a bit now. we will restart our Act 1 run again here and see what they have for us now. We don't want Yo-Yo, and I don't really want Spinorama. I'm going to do a double Tomahawk because it's what I've had the most success with so far. So Angus is going to have Tomahawk, and I'm going to bring out the big bad Rory here again so we can double up on that ability. And we get some balanced bench warmers here. They are lacking in accuracy. Goalie is lacking in shot power, but overall not too bad. I feel like we had worse last time. We've seen all of these artifacts before. I love the idea of the first goal of the game being worth 2, but it does me no good if I don't get it. It's an uphill battle at that point, so especially knowing that the boss in Act 1, the referees, are going to take away our first goal. I don't know if that's going to take away both or if that would just take away one of the two. And in the challenge matches, we only need 1 goal, so I'm not too concerned about that. Re-roll the selection of power-ups once per reward. That's cool. I'm assuming power-ups mean talent. That could be really cool. But I do want to see kind of what this goalie dance look like. So make the opponents dance when their goaltender makes a save. Just because I'm shooting so much, if it takes some time and distracts their team to give us some more space, maybe it gives us an easier chance to collect some of these rebounds. I'm hoping that in my head it works like that and we will get some more rebound chances here, but I'm curious to at least see how this one works and try something at least a little different here in my approach. So Spartan challenge, first goal wins. Let's see how we roll this time. Won the face-off, just basically spam the pass button because, again, no rhyme or reason that I'm finding to face-offs. Doesn't seem to matter. Luis comes in clutch with a little floater here. And we will take it. Good pass, got a little bit of space there. Just a nice little inside the stick. Floated past the goalie there. Nothing really all that threatening. Should have been an easy one for them to save. But I love that it came 6 seconds in. That means we can kind of get back to doing what we were doing relatively quickly. Pick up another 3 rubber. And what do we get for a talent? Okay. Interesting. So momentum would be my last choice, just again because of the winning parameters. So we have either curveball, which are going to curve our shots dramatically. I don't know if we have any control over them at that point. It must be something beneficial because I don't know why it would come up as a talent. I just can't visualize how that would go. And I know Ball Chaser was something new that we had seen last time, but did not get a chance to test. Always chase the puck no matter what. That's going to be something that I try just because these other 2 perks don't really excite me. The other thing that I have to remember when I'm picking this is this doesn't necessarily apply to my entire team. I'm picking one player to have this kind of apply to. And honestly, this could completely screw me up, but I'm going to have my best player always chase the puck. And I'm going to throw it on Rory. This means he's got the puck on his stick for the majority of the game. I'm 100% cool with that. I couldn't ask for anything better. I would imagine it's going to hinder me in some situations, but I'm hoping the benefits outweigh the negatives there. We've gone event for the last couple of times, and it hasn't really hurt us too bad, but again, I'm going to look for something a little bit more concrete to this one. We could train for 8 shot power to all players. Shot power is awesome, but I'd rather go for an overall boost right now and just get everybody's kind of categories up. Really pull some of our bench warmers out of the red. With that selection now, we're going to go to our first elite game, back against the Greasy Lettuce for another 2 periods to get a talent. See if we can take them down this time. I feel like out of the 3 elite teams that you have the potential of facing in this first act, I feel like they're the most not complicated, but I feel like they're the toughest or the ones that I have the biggest issue beating for some reason. Not sure why. None of their players really stand out, but I don't seem to beat them ever. So we have Rory here. He's supposed to be constantly changing the puck, or chasing the puck. I guess that really only matters when I don't have possession of him, which makes sense. I'm glad that it doesn't overwrite kind of what I want him to be doing. But it looks like, okay, so it's not like he follows me when I have possession of the puck with another player either. So we'll have to kind of see how that instance really works. Got a nice filthy little rebound here by Angus McShaggy hanging out in front of the goalie. Didn't expect a double rebound like that, but that was super helpful. Nice little dish out from Rory here. Angus, I guess it was only one rebound, but that's a nice one top cheese. See if we can get the mercy rule on these guys and just keep ripping through this. Took out Johnny Bravo there. Wow, that was a good shot. That one got slammed. I went to pass back, I guess. I went to really just switch my player, but I ended up taking possession and slapped it back. Good play from the brothers here, the McShaggy brothers, lighting it up right now. Trying to take away the slot here. I'm going to pull myself out of position, but I really want to check that guy. You can see that Agent Rory is on the case here. He was just tracking all those guys down. He's got really good checking and really good speed, so it shouldn't really hurt by having him there. If that went in, I would have been very upset. That would have been brutal. There's a good little tomahawk there. That's going to go in anyways. That sucks. Johnny Bravo is back on the case here. Nice little backhand. Don't really feel like watching that one. That sucked. See if we can get a late goal before the end of the period here. Rory. Nice. Didn't even charge that one up. That was just a little flick. Right over the glove. I love his accuracy. It's awesome. This guy honestly can really shoot. Nice little flick shot. Nobody expected it. Right over the glove. So nice to get a goal late in the period here. I've missed their big boy with the tomahawk. That was perfect. You can see that one. Nice. Nice pass from Rory. Slugger bench warmer here just for a little backhand. Get around the defender here. Get some open ice. Nice little flick. Stick side, blocker side. Lost that face off. Possession of the puck here. That's sweet. Rory again. Charge up, but that didn't blast through. Not sure how I ended up taking out the player behind me there, but it was a good cycle there from them. Good passing sequence from the team. At the end of the period to close that one out. Shots are 11-7. We're only winning. What do we have? 2-1. So pretty close game. We only have one period to make sure that we keep on top of this one. So. An important one because I don't really feel like losing to these guys for the second time. They're going to make it close though. Can't get the puck out from behind the net for some reason. Must have been trapped under our guy there. Here's Rory. They clobbered us up in the middle of the ice here. Definitely thought I had room on that shot, but apparently did not. Nice check there. Rory is again. I didn't want to slap that. But perfect double tomahawk from Rory. Good check too. Get the physicality of this game, which is nice. Bench warmer coming in. Rory. There we go. Awesome. I think Rory McShaggy's up there like 3 or 4 points in this game. I wish it kept like a running total, just so you could see your actual team's performance as opposed to just kind of letting you know on a per game basis, but that's just my own nitpicky thing. Doesn't really change anything or do anything, but I know that Rory is my best player far and away. It'd just be interesting to know by how much. The face-off win. Sailed over the net there. Have Rory Rory just bloodhound that puck. You guys were pretty active on trying to strip that there. That was awesome. Angus, ooh, good shot block by this guy. Probably saved the goal. Doesn't matter though. Rory's always really nice to do. This guy knows what's good. Hat trick for Rory McShaggy. It's only the second time since we started recording these in like an episodic kind of way that he's gotten a hat trick, but it's a big goal. Help us get out of this one. We hit the mercy rule, obviously beating the greasy lettuce guys 5-1, so not a bad way to play a game. Get another 5 rubber here for the elite goal, or for the elite game, sorry, up to 14. So we're still 1 puck away from really being able to do anything with that. I haven't seen even Steven yet. So we have plus 30 overall when the game is tied, or minus 10 otherwise. I love and hate that so much. Puck repellent, I don't know what this does. Again, like, this doesn't seem like something that would be beneficial, but again, I don't think they would give you a talent unless it was through an event that was actually going to be a hindrance, so it must help you. I just can't visualize how. An iron helmet we had available to us the last video. It's minus 20 speed, plus 20 checking, plus 40 shot power. Again, speed I need big time. I don't care so much about the checking. 40 shot power is awesome, but I think I'm going to roll and take a chance at even Steven, plus 30 overall when the game is tied. The minus 10 otherwise sucks, but we can make that up through the camps. And that's kind of what my mentality is with this. Plus 30 overall for the entire team. Oh, again, this isn't the entire team. This is just a single player. So I think, again, I'm going to pump Rory McShaggy because he stands to, no, I want to balance the team out a little bit. I think that's what we have to do. I think I got to balance the team a little bit. I will have both of my superstars pop off. So if we have Angus at a minus 10, he still won't be too bad. And he would be very good at 30 overall. So we're going to put it on Angus, and now the 2 brothers are just going to be able to light it up big time. We're going to go through. We did the training camp last time and skipped the event. I'm going to do a challenge this time just to, again, try and have some control over the talents here that we're bringing to the team. Let's see if Angus is a superstar again. Between him and Rory, I really don't care, but to have 2 of them light it up is going to be amazing. Here we go, Rory McShaggy already off the hop. He is looking for some blood. This guy wants to get back facing the princesses badly. Badly. Not sure why their team is all happy coming off the bench there. But get another couple rubber here. Finish that challenge again, nice and quick. So it's nice to have 2 of those challenges done very fast. Again, another talent that I have never seen. This is, I'm assuming that this is to help with our Tomahawk ability, which is perfect because obviously we've doubled up on our Tomahawk. Who do we want? I'm going to go with Angus. He's going to carry 2 sticks on his back, or 2 extra sticks on his back, which should mean in theory that he should be able to chuck 3 Tomahawks before he's got to reload. I could have put it on Rory too, but again, it's going to be one of those where I want to try and balance them out. Now I'm not thinking so much about bench warmers. I'm really kind of concerned about just pumping my 2 superstars. Bench warmers are obviously going to be very important still, but if I can have 2 superstars as good as these guys and just kind of focus on that, I feel like that might be the best way to go about it right now. I know I'm definitely not going to need more offense from the other winger or even from the defense as long as I can keep these keep the superstars going. Amazing deflection right here by Angus. But yeah, so as long as I can keep these 2 superstars going, I might just try and be more defensive. So if we get anything defensive, I'll put it on anybody else. We'll have to see kind of what they give us for talents, abilities, artifacts, and kind of go from there. But that's my thinking right now, is just keep pumping the superstars and get them going. So we're winning now. Angus is going to be at -10. So it's essentially a -40 from what he was just now because he was at +30. But again, I'm not too concerned because he does still have the double stick. So it's going to give us the opportunity to keep chucking the Tomahawk. And we have Rory now that we know we can rely on for similar offense here. And clearly it doesn't make Angus terrible because again, he was relatively balanced in the first place. He wasn't our stud, but he wasn't bad either. Nice little rebound that he picks up from there and just slides the 5-hole. Nice weak little shot, but doesn't really matter how we get the goals. Again, as long as we get them, we are good. Wins the face-off there. Didn't even try for that one. That one almost went in. Angus tried to clean up another rebound. Couldn't quite get it. Let's start throwing some sticks and just wreaking havoc here. There we go. Eliminated a couple of people on that play. That sucks. I didn't want to use that. We'll flip this over to Rory. Definitely thought he was going to have enough power to make it there in time, but have the puck make it there in time. Here goes the meatballs again. Must just be one of their like set plays that they're always having somebody just cherry pick. I'm very surprised that they saved that, but that was a very good save. It doesn't look like Angus replenishes his stick stock until I guess he's completely done with them because we have one on our back and we're still carrying one. Maybe he does very slowly. I don't remember honestly how many I threw at this point. It's going to actually be super helpful to have 2 Tomahawks or 3 Tomahawks to be able to throw in those instances where they don't fall on one. Obviously, you're going to have to line up a couple of shots there, but it gives us the potential to be able to actually knock these guys down. So 17-1 for shots. That is insane in one period. We only have 2 goals, so their goalie is standing on their head pretty quick or pretty well right now. But I will take the shot differential big time. Pretty well controlling this one here. Obviously, again, we got this cherry picker here, and it's gonna pay off. Adam Gravy, he's slayed us a couple of times before in these games. We got to pay attention to this guy. Got to be mindful that as soon as they can, they're going to be springing the guy on the blue line. Because this is not the first time. It's not going to be the last time that they do something like this. Our goalie dished out a crappy little rebound there. In the last video, we talked about patch notes, how our goalie was supposed to be buffed. I don't really feel like I noticed any difference. If anything, I feel like he's gotten worse, but again, maybe just kind of subconsciously I'm relying on him a bit more because I know he's supposed to be better, but like realistically though, we said they had 1 shot. He's right now 500 goals against. That's terrible. Or 500 save percent. That's terrible. Rory McShaggy though, coming to make things all right in the world. McShaggy brothers again teaming up for some points on the goal here. Angus carries it into the zone. Springs Rory with a slap. Goalie is way out of his net. Not real. Doesn't really have a chance to get that one. So glad that one happened the way it did. Somehow missed that one there. See what we can get. Angus. Ooh. This goalie is swimming now. Rory McShaggy alone has 3 assists. And he got the last goal. I believe it was him. Maybe it was Angus. I can't even tell these guys apart anymore. But they are red-headed studs for sure. No question. Look at these guys. One more goal and we'll enact the mercy rule on these guys too. Feeling like we got a pretty good combination of stuff going on here right now with our team. Obviously that can change pretty quickly, but I'm confident that in a minute they aren't going to be able to get 3 goals. But we'll see. Rory. Oh, got flattened. Here's that cherry picking Adam Gravy again. The meatball mongler. Oh, that was close. Good shot. Angus cleaning up. Hat trick for Angus McShaggy. The McShaggy brothers back-to-back hat tricks in 2 games here. We're going to mercy rule these guys, which is always kind of nice. Nice little rebound off the post there. 61, I don't remember who that is, but stuck to the assignment, chased down the puck. Dished it out across the goal mouth. There we are. Mercy rule on the meatballs. We are flying through this run in our second run of Act 1 here. Get another 5 rubber. We're up to 22. Ideally, we'd be able to get 30 by the time this run is done so we can upgrade, go back and do 2 upgrades. Shots were 24 to 6. No real comparison at all. Time on attack was double. Pass percentage was way higher than them. Okay. This is sweet. I've seen all of these before. Honestly, it's been a while since I've seen Companion Puck and Odd Fungus. Lucky Molar is one that I kind of feel like I see quite a bit, but again, it's the successful body checks. That's not my style. I'm between skaters getting propelled further when receiving a pass. To me, that's essentially meaning that as soon as we get a pass, we're getting a speed boost, which seems awesome. Or our bench warmers gain a random shooting talent, which is super cool, but I don't know how often they would randomly get it. Like if it's going to be as soon as we back out of this and they randomly get one. I would rather be able to have one of our, oh, that's for the entire team. Awesome. So every time we complete a pass, our guys are going to get speed boosts. Love it. I'm feeling pretty good about my team, honestly, right now. So I think I'm going to skip the camp and we will go to this challenge and go for another talent and just see if we can just keep stacking up here. The 4 overall would really help, but again, I'm really just kind of focused on pumping my superstars as opposed to my bench warmers. So I think with the talent, it would get me, oh, love it. Another deflection by Angus and Shaggy. So we're going to get another talent here. It gives us another opportunity to kind of boost one of our superstars here. We'll just have to see, obviously based on which it is, who it makes more sense to give it to. So another 3-second challenge. I think we've done all of the challenges in like sub 10 seconds in this one, which hasn't happened ever, but I mean for us anyways. 25 rubber, that's awesome to see. 1 shot. Okay, so we have another couple of things here. Okay. All right. So this one now. Again, because I am just weary of the winning a game, that essentially takes out these 2 talents. So I'm going to try Puck Repellent, and I'm very curious to see what it does, but I don't want to put it on my 2 best guys just in case it's something that we do not want. So with that, I think what I want to do, I don't know if I want that to go to my defenseman. I don't know if I want them repelling pucks or if I want to give it to my winger, because if my winger is repelling pucks, I'm hoping that it's going to mean that my superstars are going after it. So I'm going to chance it and I'm going to put it on my winger and see what that does for us. So we've made it back to the boss match against the officials. Another 3-period game here that we got to get the most goals. We're going to get an artifact, which is going to be super helpful, and then we're also going to pump into Act 2. So this is a must-win for the nature of this episode, and especially since last episode we were not able to get to Act 2, so there is a lot on the line for this one. We know the officials are going to come out pretty strong, and they're going to take away our first goal, and if they get anyone that's close, they're going to count their first goal, or they're going to count it as a goal. So we got to just kind of be on an A game here and make sure that we're controlling the play the entire time. Never really struggled with these guys before, but the last time we played them, we did not do well. So you can see we got us 2 really good shots from the Big Shaggy brothers, but you can see after we got that pass completed, we got that speed boost, went right to our head there, went right to the legs. This ref came, even though he's not actually playing on their team, came and screwed us up anyways. Angus is not down for that. So as you can see here, I forgot that he has 30 overall extra when the game is tied. We're going to get our first goal taken back. That sucks, but it means that Angus goes back to having an additional 30 overall. I'm going to start, I don't know, that is not cool. That is not cool at all. The Tomahawk somehow went right through them, bounced off the glass and killed our guy, and then it freed up a whole bunch of space we stood no chance on that. So I'm glad that happened early, because if that was the game breaker, that would have sucked. So the game's not tied, and we aren't winning. Angus should still be -10 overall. That actually really sucks, because the game's not tied. So that should mean that he's -10 and not +30. I never really thought about that before, so that definitely sucks. Got a lot of good rebounds there, but nothing that we were able to really do anything about. Threw a couple of tomahawks there and still didn't do any damage. Gotta watch these refs and their one-timers right now, because they're gonna bury them. Good shot. Angus, that was a good shot. Good chance. Got a little too tight to the goalie there. Ref threw it up over the glass. Needed that. Got the stick back. I'm gonna start just knocking these refs out. Gonna start tomahawking. That guy does not seem to care. Up over the glass again, these refs. Don't like playing the game. Hoping that we can tie this up relatively soon and get Angus back with +30. Cool. Good shot block there by Angus. Gonna spring our winger here. He has repel puck, so honestly I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter when I'm controlling him, but I haven't really been paying attention enough to him to see what that actually means for when the computer is controlling him. But I'm glad he was able to rip one there. Didn't seem like much of a shot compared to some of the other chances that we've had, but it got us what we needed. Good shot off the leg there. Tied up, so Angus is going to be beasting again. I can't get control of any of the guys in front of the net there. That really sucked. Oh, that pass went right through me. That would have been awesome, because the net was just gaping there. 16 shots to 6. And with that, I mean, we're tied 1-1. They've taken a goal away. They had a good goal. They didn't need to cheat for that one. That was a good goal. So I don't know if they still have one in them to cheat, or if they only cheat on their first goal, and we will have to see how that all goes. I was really debating whether or not I shoot with Rory or if I save it for Angus to kind of get some space there. Glad I waited. I might have had it either way, but I started seeing some space develop there, and the goalie was eating pretty hard on my side, so got pretty lucky that the superstar is connected again for this one here. See if we can win this face-off. Get Rory in the game. Get Angus in the game, I mean. Ooh, that was awesome. That was a bad shot. I don't know where the power was lost on that. Gotta be careful with this goalie too, because sometimes he comes out way more than I would like him to, and I'm too pass-happy sometimes. But, okay, so they're going cherry-picking that too, and the actual game ref is just hucking passes to them, so that's going to be super helpful to go up by 2 on these guys, because even if they get a shot that's close to our net now and they call it in, we have some breathing room here, which is going to be super helpful. And the odd chance that they get 2, it's just going to mean that Angus goes back to beast mode, and hopefully that's going to be, we'll come out on the right side of that tie. So we'll see how this keeps playing out. Flatten that guy nice and early with the double tomahawk, and that couldn't have happened any better. The goalie got kind of tied up, and then we tied up the person that we passed to. We were able to get possession of that. That was just an awesome play. We were able to get possession of that nice and tight, took it from them, and had an entire net open here. Rory McShaggy came to play today. McShaggy brothers coming to light some stuff up here. Getting the Tomahawks involved. Got lots of guys crowding in front of the net here. Nice that that one went wide. That's quite the angle there. Almost did the same thing that they did to us. Goalie froze that one. Can't win a face-off to save me at all. I don't know if you can. That was a very, yeah, see. That one didn't go in, but they're going to call it in. But aside from this, they shouldn't cheat now. So it's nice to get that one out of the way. Because now we know exactly what we got to work with. We got to hold on to a 2-goal lead. We still have, though, quite a bit of time because this is a 3-period game. So keeping that in mind, we can keep rocking with this. Rory got his stick back. Absolutely slammed that one. Good bomb from the point. Angus McShaggy is a superstar now too. These guys, back-to-back hat-tricks again. I didn't even see him actually take possession of that puck. I don't know. Put it in with the back of his skate, I guess. But again, it's one of those that will take. It's nice, especially against the officials, to get some good bounces with how much they've kind of taken from us here. We're very close, actually, to mercy ruling the refs, which is awesome. Oh, thought that one was going. Causing some carnage here. Get that one back. Oh. What is this ref doing? There's so many of them. It's essentially a 6-on-5 because they're all body checking and the ref without a stick just hucks passes out to them all the time. Oh, I really wanted to flatten him. So if we get one more goal, we're going to mercy them. We have one full period left to play. Not too worried about them, especially with their cheating being done now. 25-9 for shots. They're not going to take away another goal of ours, and I don't think they're going to give themselves another one, so I'm pretty confident that in 2.5 minutes we can hold on to a 3-goal lead. Ideally, though, to make it out of here even quicker, and for the first time, to be able to mercy the refs would be awesome. This is standard difficulty, too. I know they've kind of made it a little easier to play, apparently. I haven't noticed much of a difference, honestly. Like I said, like I never really struggled with standard in the first place, but I do know some people were saying it was pretty hard. I've actually found it like more complicated. Not complicated, but I've actually found it more difficult now ever since they've apparently put in these buffs, but I haven't actually checked into what everybody else is saying, but they are actively working on balancing the game. Again, I haven't really found it too challenging. It really just does come down to make sure that you're synergizing your team with your play style. Otherwise, I mean, it's all kind of counterproductive. But got some space there. Wow. Don't know how he made that save, but good on him. One-on-one against the ref here. Ooh. This one, they got a couple of guys up the side. That's a good one. Spring Rory. Oh. No, that sucks. Really kind of count on that speed boost there. Oh, they're coming out aggressive. Oh, rang it off the post. Got a minute left. There's, I don't want to say there's no way, but very slim chance that these guys are getting, very slim chance that these guys are getting 3 goals in a minute. Just because I say that now, watch them come back. It was a good slap shot. Good one-timer. I'm still feeling confident that we're going to escape this one here. I really wanted to mercy them, but doesn't look like that's going to happen at this rate. But again, as long as we keep possessing the puck here, keep the pressure on them, we're good. Keep shooting, keep shooting. Had to basically force feed that guy the Tomahawk there. I'm not sure why it took so much effort for him to drop. Here we go, Rory McShaggy. That's good. Angus, oh, I couldn't get it out to him. We'll take this. I wish the goalie didn't come out there. bounced off his knees there, I guess. There we go, clutching it. We're going to Act 2 finally. It's been a little while since we made it there, so I am stoked. It's taken a little over an hour, so I'm definitely going to have to put some timestamps in this video. If you guys are still watching to this point, really appreciate it. If you're about to just kind of pick this video up as we start our Act 2 run, still stoked that you're able to take any time and give us some time and give us some attention. Appreciate you guys checking us out. We have a couple of things here now again. I honestly don't really like any of these, but because I don't care so much about my bench warmers right now, I'm going to do rigged face-off so that we always win face-offs and always start with possession. So that's something a little different, a little new, but I mean, if I can kind of take the guesswork out of the face-offs for now, that might be probably the most beneficial thing that we could have. I'm feeling pretty good with the challenge. I don't want to take or to run the risk that we lose something in the event or have to make any negative adjustments to our team. So we'll go through and play through this challenge. At worst, we're going to lose the ability to get an additional talent, but that's one that a risk that I'm fine taking right now. See whether or not it pays off. Spend a lot of time in the air. You can see now that things start to get a little bit more complicated in the second act because they have more power-ups and stuff than they have before. It's a really good shot. I'm very surprised that that didn't go, but I did not want that to happen. Took out the wrong guy. Good. Let's see what we can do with this. So Rory's skating pretty quick here. Good little shot for a bench warmer that we really aren't spending any points or really anything on. Really missing some speed there, but definitely love the speed boost after the pass because it really does kind of help you just scoot by whoever's near you and gives you basically a nice chance to open up some space. Nice little top shelf wrist. Another relatively quick challenge. It was over 10 seconds this time, obviously, but that's to be expected, I guess, for standard play in Act 2. We'll go ahead and get 4 rubber now, so it looks like we get more rubber for a harder act. And we should get another... Okay. So 2 of these I have not seen, which is awesome. I don't care about checking right now with this one. I love the idea, though, that it automatically seeks to hit players without the puck in the defensive zone, but again, I don't want people pulling out of position everywhere. Change up, puck slows down mid-shot. I don't know why that would be beneficial. I don't know if that's going to give us more control over the shot or more accuracy or what that actually means. I like the idea of Slugger, so expert at batting the puck in the air. Love that. I don't know if shot power or accuracy is going to affect anything like that. So I will put it on our most balanced superstar and we will flip it to Rory here and see what he can do with that. So next up, we go to a training camp, which is awesome. I don't really care so much about shot power. I mean, I do, but I would rather the 4 overall to all players as opposed to shot power, I think. Or do I? Yeah, if it was accuracy, I would take that. Shot power, I'm not too concerned about. So we'll go with the 4 to overall on our team. And we are against the Crusaders. So this is a team that I have not played yet. It's our first elite game in Act 2. Again, it's a 2-period, so follows the same structure. 2-period, we just need to have the most goals. The last time I made it to Act 2, we ended up playing the Princesses, which just had fart clouds all the time. So I'm curious to see what the Crusaders are going to bring to the table and see how we match up against these guys here. So you can see that they're all decked out in armor. which I would imagine is going to give them some resistance, I guess, to maybe the Tomahawk or checks. And it looks like they're going to be able to check us pretty hard. So we might spend, wow. So we might end up spending a lot of time on the ground here. But this little jester guy who's not covered in armor, not sure, maybe he's their superstar. That was really bad accuracy. That Tomahawk ended up screwing us up here, but ooh, that was good, that was good. Nice little rebound there, but clanged off the post. Tomahawk did nothing. Good shot. Gotta be careful with my passes right now. And it banged off the ref, and oof. Our goalie super clutched that save there for us. It bounced off the goalie's, or the ref's leg, and basically floated right to him there. Wow. Okay, that was a super cool shot. I could not get to him to check him. Obviously, that guy just cooked up a laser. There was so many people, and it blew through everybody. So that's good to know that that exists. I don't know if he's able to do that all the time, and you got to just stop him. I don't know if it's a sure thing all the time. It really sucks because Angus now, again, is going to lose his extra 30 overall because, again, the game's not tied. These guys love to flatten. Okay, yeah, this is going to be tough. Because he is impossible to get to. These guys just keep checking us. My whole team was dead, or they make it very, very hard to skate to that guy. So I don't really know. Like, I don't know if the Knights actually really do the shooting, or if they basically just try and clear the field, or clear the ice at least for him, for their little Lord Farquhar guy here. Well, it looks like they do shoot, but they aren't the ace that this guy is. I'm gonna start taking some better shots here. That was a good one. Oh, I needed that. That would have been nice. That was a good shot. I would have been so disappointed if that went into. Okay. I mean, this isn't impossible. They outshot us big time. Time on attack was the same. They had really good passes. We did decent too, but they were perfect passes, so. But they outshot us big time. I had a couple of shots there that just didn't make it on net, so that would obviously help. Sucks to get run over like that. Took both of our guys out. I was trying to give some room to Angus there, but that was perfect. That was perfect. Couldn't have drawn that up better. Not that I actually planned that, but they're really lucky with how that bounced and where the goalie came to eat that. Automatically win this face-off because of that perk. I keep forgetting that. I keep trying to actually win the face-off, but I don't actually have to, so. Sucks to get stripped of the puck there. Trying to check these guys, but they're basically, you can't really do anything to them. It doesn't even like kind of rattle them at all, let alone knock them down. It just doesn't rattle them. You don't do anything to those guys. Need some speed now. Get this going in the other direction. This ref is really annoying. It's a couple of passes that he's blocked on us now. That sucks. Oh, get him back! Yes, we're flattening him somehow. Come on, Angus. Oh, it was very close. Check him. No. Oh, almost. Like, it's very easy when they don't have the Knights to protect them in the front, but. Come on, Angus. That Wow, when they are able to save the puck and it comes back out the other way and flattens you, that's hard. Come on, Angus, rip it, my guy. Oh, that was so close. We had such good chances at the end here. We're going to win this, but it's going to go too far back. It was a good game. I definitely feel like our second period was way better. Obviously, we got the goal in the second there. We had a lot of really good chances. Shots were only 13-10. I definitely have an idea now of how we need to kind of play that game and who's important to kind of to focus on taking out of the play. But that doesn't bode well for succeeding in our second act. So we're still only basically as far as we've ever made it before. We have not actually completed the first elite game in the second act. I'm curious to see how much that Gideon mustache guy is and what his overall is. I was really stoked on the team that we put together last time too, so that really sucks to go and lose that for sure. Gideon La Mustache is 58 overall, so that's cool. I'm not sure what his ability is. It's a whistle, so I'm assuming that it's either going to mean to give us a goal or to take one away. But at the same time, maybe it's not, because I feel like if it's a talent, you wouldn't, unless they only let you use it once a game. That would make sense. That's kind of cool. I don't want to spend 25 though to figure out what that is. Like, I'd much rather know what that is before spending the money, or before spending the rubber anyway. So I think what we'll do is go through, just play it safe, and keep upgrading. Angus here. So we'll go through, we'll get 15 accuracy, or spend 15 on our accuracy, and we can go through, and I want to just make him as balanced as we can, with the exception of checking, because honestly that's the least important to me. We can go through and put shot accuracy to level 3, and we are pretty well balanced right now. 47 speed, 35 checking, 42 shot power, and 44 accuracy. We've leveled him up quite a bit. Obviously what we need to do is spend more time in Act 2 to be able to kind of collect more rubber quicker. Also too, by just kind of finishing Act 1 by getting 13 rubber now on that last boss fight is super helpful too. So we're getting closer and closer to being able to progress through Act 2, but we still aren't quite there yet. I'm gonna call it here on this one, as we're at almost an hour and 20 minutes on this one, but I definitely appreciate you guys spending whatever time you did watching this video. Hopefully if you found some interest in it. If you got any tips or pointers for me, remember I am playing through standard difficulty. If there's anything that you're looking to see or you have any additional information on, definitely drop it in the comments. If you have any questions, more than happy to kind of give you any insights that I have, or just chat with you guys through comments. But otherwise, give this video a like, consider subscribing to Friendly Frenzy Games. We've got much more tape-to-tape content coming, so if you've been interested in what we're putting out, definitely give us a subscribe, and we will have much more just like this for you later. Have a good one, guys.